Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. My name is Mackenzie and today I'm going to talk about choices. Now choices are things that every single person has to deal with their entire life. From the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you go to bed, you are faced with about a million different choices. Now some of these choices are very simple. They're things that will affect you immediately. They'll affect your morning and maybe your day, but they won't affect the rest of your life. These are choices like, what am I going to wear today? What am I going to eat for breakfast? Where am I going to park whenever I arrive to school or work or wherever you're going? Those things are just simple. Once you decide what you're going to do, then that's about it. Some choices are things that will affect the rest of your life. Some of them can even affect your eternity. I know that sounds very dramatic, but it's also very true. And these choices that I'm talking about are the choices that you have to make whenever you are tempted to do something. Everybody gets tempted, and it's different for everybody as well. Some people are tempted sexually, some people are tempted to lie, steal, cheat, partake in self-destructive behaviors, the list goes on and on and on. Now, all of these temptations come from one thing. They come from Satan, and his purpose is to destroy us. Now, in John 10:10, Jesus says, "The thief's purpose is to steal and kill and destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life." He knows what you're capable of, and he wants to cut off any chance that you have to overcome him. And he will do whatever it takes to make sure that happens. One of those ways is to get us to sin, to kind of what it seems destroy our own life. He will fill your head with all these kind of lies to get you to do what he wants. I'm sure most of you have experienced this before. One of the most common lies, and the one that I hear the most often, is doing it only once won't kill you. For some of these things, that is true. Doing it only one time won't kill you. But with sin, one time quickly turns into 100, and before you know it, you're addicted and you are entangled in this sin, and it seems like you're stuck. It feels like there's no way to get out of it. Not only that, but in multiple places in the Bible, God tells us to run from any type of sin. But even whenever you know this, Satan's voice is still incredibly loud in your head, and the temptations seem so strong. So when you're tempted, you weigh your options, and it basically turns down to this. Either you can listen to Satan and do what you're tempted to do, or you can listen to God and flee from that sin and stay strong. But in Deuteronomy 30:15 through 19, it says that it's much more than that. "Now listen, today I am giving you a choice between life and death, between prosperity and disaster. For I command you to this day to love the Lord your God and keep his commandments, decrees, and regulations by walking in his ways. If you do this, you will live and multiply, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land you are about to enter and occupy. But if your heart turns away and you refuse to listen, and if you are drawn away to serve and worship other gods, then I warn you now that you will certainly be destroyed. You will not live a long, good life in the land you are crossing the Jordan to occupy. Today I have given you the choice between life and death, between blessings and curses. Now I call on heaven and earth to witness the choice you make. Oh, that you would choose life so that you and your descendants might live." Right there, it tells us that whenever we're tempted to sin, we have a choice. We can either choose life or we can choose death. We can choose God's blessings or we can choose Satan's curses. We can choose prosperity or we can choose disaster. So when I said that partaking in that particular sin that you're tempted to do only one time could destroy the rest of your eternity, I wasn't being overdramatic. The choice is ours every single time. Are we going to choose to listen to God, or are we going to choose to disobey and run from God? So next time you're tempted to sin, to hurt yourself, to destroy your future, remember that Satan only wants to hurt you, and God wants to give you a good life. Is giving into that sin worth losing your life? Here's a hint, it's not, ever. All the things of this earth are only temporary, and once we die, it ends, and it doesn't matter if we got what we wanted in that one particular instance. Everything in heaven that God offers us is worth so much more than anything that we could have on earth. Choose life. Choose life every time.